Hazırda biz Gürcüstan parlamentindəyik və Gürcüstan parlamentinin sədri Ş.Papuaşvili ilə söhbət edəcəyik. His Excellency, we are glad to see you in our channel and thanks for interview.
Thank you very much for having me in your TV.
So, exactly my first question about the relation between Azerbaijan and Georgia today, and how would you comment this relation for today, and what we will see in the future?
Yeah, of course, the relation is based on the historical relations, which we both Georgians and Azerbaijan people will describe it as a brotherly relation. And of course, it's based on history, it's based on the past, and the good at this is that we are looking together in the future. So the relation between the new countries, it has just 30 years of existence of diplomatic relations. By the way, we are celebrating the 30 years of diplomatic relations between Azerbaijan and Georgia, but the relation between the people, of course, it counts many hundred years. So what is important for me as a chairman of the Parliament of Georgia is to have as close as possible relation between the parliaments. So we had just recently the visit of the Speaker of the Parliament of Azerbaijan, Ms. Gafarova, was in Tbilisi. We had very warm meetings here, and I also plan to visit Azerbaijan as soon as possible. And our committees are also in contact and in touch with each other. The Foreign Relations Committee was in Azerbaijan, and by the way, in a trilateral format with Turkish, Georgian, Azerbaijan Parliament we have. So I would describe it as a historic brotherly relation, and now in the present it is described as a strategic partnership.
So last 2 years we follow many changes in South Caucasus. Exactly, I mean the situation after the war. Benefits we liberated Karabakh, exactly, and benefits to Georgia after the war, exactly. And exactly I will ask, my second part of my question is about the efforts of Georgia to build peace process in South Caucasus region with Azerbaijan and also with Armenia.
Yeah, of course, the peaceful neighborhood is one of the ideas, by the way, which was announced by the Georgian Prime Minister in the United Nations. So this is the format, and this is the idea we see for our region, to have a peaceful neighborhood, to have a sustainable peace in the region, and therefore it's important to have exchange between the countries, and this is what we are also promoting. Just recently, the Foreign Minister of Azerbaijan and Foreign Minister of Armenia met in Tbilisi, and we really appreciate the trust we feel from Azerbaijan and the same from Armenia toward Georgia, and we also are giving our best to maintain this trust toward Georgia and to offer Georgia, Tbilisi or other places as a place to speak with each other, to speak how we can build the peaceful region in the future.
So in this week, I think you have information. Azerbaijan signed agreement between European Union about the energy partnership, and exactly it's depend on the situation in South Caucasus. And how would you comment this agreement and benefits to Georgia exactly, because Azerbaijan have energy partnership with Georgia too? And how would you comment this agreement with European Union benefit to South Caucasus, also to Georgia?
Of course, we are observing tectonic changes in the politics, geopolitics, and in the regions due to the Russian aggression in Ukraine. And it changed also attitudes in different countries, and for European Union, in this case, it's so important to have different sources of supply of energy supply. And Georgia is a country who is a bridge between Europe and Asia, let's say. So it's a bridge also for the for the energy supply. Of course, it's important for us, together with Azerbaijan, to use this so-called middle corridor for the connection of Europe with Asia, Central Asia, and far. So this is we see that this kind of agreements, which benefits Azerbaijan, of course, but at the same time, for Georgia as a country which transits be it energy supply or be it other corridor for transit, of course, it's also benefits at the end Georgia and the whole region.
Azerbaijan and Georgia in many platforms working together, and in future what we can see, what we can follow in many platforms, international platforms, maybe local platforms.
We have different, as you mentioned, different platforms. We have bilateral relations. We have trilateral formats together with Turkey, and it's nowadays it's on the level of the committees, foreign affairs committees. But we already agreed with the chairman of the Turkish Parliament and the chairwoman of the Azerbaijan Parliament to have it on the chairwomen level. A trilateral format, and as I mentioned, we also hope that we can have a trilateral format with Azerbaijan and Armenia to have informal talks about the region, about the future of the region, about the security and peace in the region.
And my last question, exactly, Georgia is the ancient lands of Azerbaijanis, with many Azerbaijani people living here, exactly the citizens of Georgia. And about the situation of Azerbaijanis, about the support of Georgian government to Azerbaijan people here.
Of course, Georgia is a multi-ethnic country, and we appreciate our Azerbaijan citizens. By the way, in the parliament they are also represented, and therefore the government, the country, of course, does everything so the Azerbaijan citizens of Georgia are integrated in all levels of the social, political, cultural life of the country.
Thank you so much, His Excellency, for interview. You distinguish everything and answer all our questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.